Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Wednesday, October the 23rd, and we are here to look at the new releases that have been published this week. We look at them every day of the work week, Monday through Friday, and we look at a different genre every day. And on Wednesdays, we look at romance. Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Wednesday nights. We will have them tomorrow night. Our next ones are at 8 p.m. They go at Eastern Time. They go for 2.5 hours. I do those 3 times a week, every Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. They go for 2.5 hours. And on Saturday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and those go for 5 hours. Let's take a look at romance. Per usual, we have got a lot of Christmas rom-coms. However, the first one is not. Much Ado About Margaret by Madeline Rue. Margaret Arden yearns to live like the passionate and daring women in her novel. The idyllic life at Molesley Cottage with her 2 younger sisters and mother is fine, but Margaret wants more than the demure and dainty existence she's known. After a particularly brutal rejection from an annoyingly attractive publisher, Margaret fears being forced into marriage to protect her family if their financial situation doesn't improve, until her cousin's glamorous wedding masquerade brings her onto a collision course with scandal, notoriety, and even love. Captain Bridger Darrow is starting over after fighting for his country. Now home, he is struggling to save his family from destitution and succeed in a new venture of passion, book publishing. It's all going rather poorly until he stumbles upon loose pages of an astonishing novel while in attendance at his dearest friend's wedding. Bridger knows he must publish it, but upon meeting the author, Bridger is stunned to discover that she is a woman, and he has already told her off in grand fashion. While Bridger is keen to gain her trust and rescind the initial rejection, Margaret can't help but be skeptical of his intentions. Sparks fly between the two just as the wedding of the season starts to descend into chaos when a masked dance leads to a case of mistaken identities. Charmed by Lorraine Zagel Rosenthal. Priscilla Weld expected to become Mrs. Nick Fontaine before any of her friends walked down the aisle. Nick worked for her father's lucrative construction business, and he and Prissa planned to start a family in her upscale Brooklyn neighborhood. But she's heading into her late 20s, and she hasn't achieved her most cherished goals. Years ago, Nick abruptly abandoned Prissa and ran home to Las Vegas, leaving her with nothing but questions about what went wrong between them. Since then, has struggled to forget him, and she hasn't found anyone she can love as much as she loved Nick. All the best men seem to be out of reach, including Tim Aldrich, a family friend who has recently returned to New York after launching his career in California. Persa has been drawn to Tim since they were kids, although she believes her attraction to him is as futile now as it was then. But she still hopes to fulfill her dreams, and she also wishes she could resolve the endless conflict between her traditional father and her unconventional brother, whose childhood scars from his and Prissa's parents' contentious divorce are still fresh. Prissa has wounds of her own, and she tries to heal them while attempting to unravel old secrets that have been hidden for too long. Christmas at Spruce Hill Farm by Catherine Springer. It's 3 weeks until Christmas, and Lucy Gable is not in the holiday spirit. She's the assistant to best-selling romance author Bryn Dixon, who's been suffering from major burnout. Hoping to reduce Bryn's stress, Lucy's organized an intimate book tour, one that includes a charming little Christmas tree farm. And they're still hoping that no one discovers that Lucy was the one who finished writing Bryn's last book. But Lucy's carefully planned book tour is going completely awry. The Christmas Tree Farm owner is a reluctant host. The fans are going wild for the changes Lucy's made to the book. And Bryn's adult son, who no one else knows about, is an unexpected, if handsome, distraction. And as if those challenges aren't enough, a winter storm at the farm is ensuring that hiding the truth is all but impossible. Why? Yet, somewhere between snowy sleigh rides, a cozy bonfire, caroling, and the promise of new love, Lucy's experiencing her first winter wonderland, and Bryn is discovering that it might not be too late to find her own happy ending. With a little courage and a sense of adventure, it might be just the start of whole new chapters for both of them, and an accidentally perfect white Christmas. Book of the Month by Jennifer Probst. Good morning, Mary. Happy Wednesday. Sorry to have been so absent lately. That's okay. Have developed the cold. Oh no. Wake up around 3 a.m., toss in bed for a time and sleep. Oh, you gotta get sleep when you're not feeling well. Absolutely. Gotta take care of you. Once the literary world's golden girl, Aspen Lord can't seem to produce another successful book, and the pressure's on to prove she's not just a one-hit wonder. Books themed and publishing seem to be the theme this week. But there's a catch. Her bestseller was a heartbreak hit, straight from her own love life disaster. Without any fresh romantic turmoil to fuel her pen, Aspen needs inspiration quick enough to create a book her agent can sell to her publisher. So she escapes for the summer to the Outer Banks with a plan to live a story worth writing. Brick Babel is a romance novelist's dream, a local heartthrob with a reputation as wild as the horses running free in the town. He's everything Aspen needs for a muse kickstart. Gorgeous, moody, and notoriously unattainable. His affairs are legendary in the small town, and every woman warns her off, including her sister. Too bad a good heartbreak is exactly what she needs to meet her deadline. Yeah, going in with, yep, okay. But Brick refuses to play the game. Good for him, rejecting all her advances. When Aspen hears his tour company is on the verge of bankruptcy, she offers him a deal. Fake a whirlwind, summer romance, then ditch her, drama guaranteed. Yes, that is a good thing to base relationships on. Desperate to save his grandfather's business, Brick agrees to the ridiculous deal. What starts as a contractual fling spirals out of control as lines blur and real feelings emerge. Brick's falling hard, and Aspen's rethinking her plot twist. The novel might be her ticket back to the top, but at what cost? Because Aspen's finally found her muse, but some stories may be too true to share. End of book one. Row one. You know what I meant. Coffee is required. Good morning, Emily. This would be very meta for Book of the Month to have a Book of the Month. Exactly. Elena, good morning, she says to everybody. Good, I was just asking. And Mary, hello. Hi, Elena, just got the Halloween theme book yesterday at the West Valley Library. Ooh, getting into the season. Christmas is All Around by Martha Waters. It is because they make it that way. Charlotte hates the holidays. As a former child actress, she starred in a modern classic of a holiday movie, and its fans won't let her move on. When a piece revealing that her reluctant nixed plans for a reboot, she flees with a piece. She flees to London to spend the 5-week countdown to the holidays with her sister. But the ghosts of Christmas past follow her there when she ends up at Eden Priory, a filming location for the movie she has never visited. There, after being recognized by a fan while viewing the extraordinary holiday decorations, she's accidentally left behind, forcing her to accept a ride back to London with Graham, the son of the owners. Their family business and the funds to keep their historic house running relies on holiday cheer, and Graham knows a visit from a holiday star would bring in more visitors. Now an illustrator, Charlotte accepts a commission illustrating iconic holiday movie scenes in London and its environs. Graham offers to help escort her as long as she'll commit to an art workshop at Eden Priory. But as Charlotte's chaotic family holiday goes awry, she begins spending more time scouting locations with Graham. She may not love a Christmas romance, but what if she has one of her own? Then she might change her mind about Christmas. Ooh. Oh no. Is it the first one? Is it Naked in Death? Now you know that's Nora Roberts. So The first book is a little more romancy than the rest of the series. The rest of the series is police procedural set in the future. Love and adore the series, but you kind of, if you're not a romance person, you kind of have to get past that first one. But you have to read that first one because it sets up uh, that. But it's a great found family, really good police procedural. But don't feel pressure. It is full of, yes, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. And it says, hello. Hero for the Holidays. Ninth in the Four Corners Ranch by Maisie Yates. Maisie Yates has a new one. I did check. It is new. This Christmas, could the cowboy from her past unlock the key to her future? When Landry King shows up at Four Corners Ranch with Lila, the teenage daughter no one ever knew he had, it sets the gossip mill churning. Landry's daughter has lost her adoptive parents and is in desperate need of a new family. So this Christmas, the untamed cowboy is finally getting the chance to become the father he could never have been when Lila was born, even if it means dealing with his other biggest regret. Thea Sullivan hates Landry King. That's how it's always been. At least that's how it's been since their dramatic teenage love affair ended in a way that shattered their hearts and left them with wounds that never healed. When Landry dredges up her most agonizing secret, Thea's devastated and also overjoyed at the possibility of the new life they could have. But there's only so long she can be near Landry before their simmering desire reignites. Can they finally overcome their past pain to find new love and new family this Christmas? The odds are ever in your favor. Oh, got we got a kilt with no shirt. Mary, take a look. Laird of Lies, fifth in his Highland Heart series by Willa Blair. Yes, please. Marietta McKay believes both her virtue and her life are in jeopardy from one of her clan's guards. Though she repels his advances, she knows one day he'll succeed because her father cannot accept that his heir is truly at risk. She sees no way to save herself but to run. Lost in the Highland Forest, she crosses paths with a hunting party led by Stellan Sutherland. When the handsome stranger offers her the sanctuary she's denied at home, his kindness deepens her immediate attraction to him. Too late to keep her newfound feelings from gaining strength, she discovers he's a man she cannot have, the firstborn twin and heir to his own clan. She is torn between choosing the man she falls in love with and the heritage she has fought for years to earn. Stellan's desire for the brave beauty from a neighboring clan clashes with his honor and duty. Marietta is the woman he wants by his side, but she is also the heir who will one day rule McKay. He cannot ask her to give up her destiny and do what will not renounce his birthright as Laird Sutherland. Does the answer lie with his twin, or will the dangers mounting around them, including the vengeful clansmen hunting her, destroy any hope of a future together, or any future at all? Both heirs to their clans, their love is doomed from the start. Or is it? But he has a twin. He's not wearing a shirt. We can overlook these things. I am oogling. Romance has finally emerged. Bare chest, kilt, and longing gazes. See, that's what romance is about. Lone Wolf in Lights, second in the Naked Moose series by Stacey Kennedy. Everyone daydreams about a fresh start, but Willow Quinn is making it happen. She's left her life in Phoenix to open a bar in cowboy country Montana, with her two best friends. We don't want any outsiders. No. It's a chance to reboot in a new town with a new life and leave behind the shadows of her past and heal, hopefully. All she wants to do is create an empowering space for women who need support. Snow and the holidays are on the way, so surely a craft circle is the perfect way to build community. Except who knew her plans would ruffle so many feathers? I would. Don't move into a place and think that you know better. Enter former bull rider Eli Cole. She's drawn to the green-eyed cowboy, his intensity and the electrical charge between them, even though he seems to have as many dark secrets as she does. And when she and her bar, the Naked Moose, go viral for being interlopers, told you, Suddenly, Willow's new life is on rocky ground, but Eli has the perfect solution: give the fiercely single bar owner a fake relationship with a local. Yeah, that. But it might dim the negative spotlight and convince the town she really does fit in because I love her. It definitely won't protect her heart from the cowboy she can't resist, from showing up to glowing up the characters in these blah blah blah. End of row two. Oh, good. Have another shirtless guy. Mary, another shirtless guy. Oh, a bull rider. The beast takes a bride. And the explanation is longer than probably the book here. Julianne Long is the author, eighth in the Palace of Rhodes. A blue-blooded beauty bartered to a beast. He would pay any price to possess her, but even though Alexandra Bellamy sacrifices herself to save her family's fortunes, a shocking betrayal sunders her marriage to a taciturn brute of a war hero, Colonel Magnus Brightwall, before it even begins. 5 years of icy separation later, a scandal with Alexandra at the middle reunites them, and Magnus issues the edict. They will confront the Ton, rescue their reputations, then Magnus will banish her to another continent forever. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But alone in a suite at the Grand Palace on the Thames, a new battle begins between pride and the unexpected volcanic passion stirring between them. The danger is real. Magnus rediscovers why Alexandra is the only woman who could ever break him. And even as she lays bare the beautiful heart beating beneath the battered hide of the near stranger she married, Alexandra knows she may have already lost him, even as she finally falls fatally, irrevocably in love. But we like the covers. Can see you're very impressed with that bull rider. Now, I didn't type that word sigh in the second chat. It came out of nowhere. Don't understand how that happened. I know. It's the computer. Uh-oh. A battered hide. The Antisocial Season. Second in the First Responders by Adele Buck. For Thea Martinelli, burnout is real. After working as a firefighter for the Emergency Services Department over the last 10 years, she can't stomach any more close calls. But just when she's ready to hang up the hose for good, she's offered an out. Stay on as the station's new social media coordinator. It's a move that could keep her on the squad and off the truck if she makes it through the probation period. Basically, she needs to learn everything there is to know about social media fast. Librarian and social media coordinator Simon Osman is shocked to learn his new responsibilities include showing Thea Martinelli, his high school crush, the ins and outs of digital engagement, and the fact that she doesn't even remember him? Not helpful. Still, this could be his chance to finally turn his part time role into something long term. But as the chaos of the holiday season unfolds, Thea and Simon find that the closer they work together, the hotter their attraction burns. Yet giving in to these feelings could mean giving up their careers. Why? Are they willing to risk everything they've worked toward for each other? This one's here because I just love that cover. Don't even care what it's about. I just love that cover. Snapshot, Lessons in Love Book 2 by Kay Cove. Thanks to my reckless roommate, I'm about two skips away from being homeless. Temp jobs aren't paying the bills, and now I have to cancel the scuba diving trip I can no longer afford. Boo-hoo. At least I'll be spared from my instructor's tempting smile and rock-hard abs. Dex is wonderful, but he's only ever treated me like a friend, a really good friend. In fact, when he hears I'm having money problems, he comes up with a way we can help each other. In a clever scheme to ensure her jaded, love-doubting grandson doesn't end up alone, Dex's grandma left her company to Dex's wife. Except he isn't married. Until me, that is. Now I'm suddenly the CEO and majority shareholder of a billion-dollar cruise corporation. I'm unprepared, and the sharks in the boardroom are scarier than the real whites in the water. But the plan is simple: play the part for a year, hand the company back over to Dex, then get divorced. Easy. In exchange, I'll never have to worry about money again. But it's not long before I realize the company is in danger and a lot of people need my help. And now that I'm acting like the boss, there's a look in Dex's eye I've never seen before. Something more than friendly, because when he calls me wife lately, it doesn't seem like it's for show. Again, love the cover. Agree, great cover. Playmaker by Deanna Faison. Oh my goodness, my foot fell asleep. Spring Break is about having fun and steamy friends with benefits relationship for Maddie and Cameron until they realize they might be falling in love. What started as a game just got serious. Cameron's a hot NFL prospect and a total player on and off the field, but his moves don't seem to work on Maddie. While she once crushed on him hard, that crush has since faded. She's got big plans of her own, and they don't include him. Then Spring Break turns their plans, their feelings upside down. Maddie and Cameron start a steamy affair, sneaking around behind their families' backs. But there's one big problem: Maddie's way overprotected brother, who happens to be Cameron's BFF. Will Cam be able to admit he's got real feelings? Will Maddie ever be able to stand up to her brother and make her own decisions? One thing's for sure: their choices will change their life playbooks for good. End of arrow. We're running out of time. The Christmas Countdown by Holly Cassidy. She's given up on love and Christmas, but fate has other plans. All Callie wants for Christmas is to hibernate. She's still reeling from being dumped by her childhood sweetheart, and under no circumstances will she go home for the holidays, considering her ex will be right next door with his new perfect partner. Callie is officially in Grinch mode, but her meddling sister Anita won't let her give up on life, love, and Christmas quite so easily. Anita stages a Christmas intervention for Callie with a homemade advent calendar challenge, cheerful task to push Callie out of her comfort zone and into the holiday spirit, inspired by a childhood tradition. Callie reluctantly plays along, but when she comes face to face with a charming baker who just might be the spoonful of sugar she needs, her strict rules on love and the holidays are tested. As they strike a deal to do the activities together, could the 24 little doors on Callie's advent calendar not only open up one, but two closed off hearts? The Christmas Countdown. We ran out of time. The other two here are the Christmas Cookie Wars and the Gentleman's Confession. Christmas Cookie Wars is by Eliza Evans, and the Gentleman's Confession is by Annika R. Walker. Bought. That is 8. Elena agreed. Awesome. All righty. Well, again, I don't have any sprints tonight. We'll have them tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's morning show is fantasy and sci-fi. You're welcome, Elena. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. Same to you. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Everybody, please have a very good day. You're in my heart. Be well, take care, and good to be back. It's good to have you back. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget, Mary, this afternoon, Wednesday members for Thunder Horse Descendant. She's going to be at the store. Or maybe avoid it so you don't want to buy anything. Thanks. I fell asleep before 8 during sprints. That's okay. That music is designed to do that. Sleep is good. Have a good day, everybody. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.